It's another K-Town beat.
YouTube, it's your boy, Mr. Outliner. Hey, look here, if you don't follow me on IG, make sure you do. It's Mr. Outliner. Also, just like my YouTube channel. Now, I'm doing the 360 waves taper, but I'm using a 1.5 right here. And yes, he has a lot of dandruff we're working with right here. Remember, when the climate changes, so does your hair. And I'm switching to a 1 guard right here. So your hair changes too. So how you treat your hair, opposed from the summer to the fall to the winter, is different. You might need to, hot oil treatment, or you might need to scrub your scalp a little bit more to, lift the dirt that's being, stuck to your head. Or some of this is just chemicals. This doesn't mean you have a dirty head, but some of it is just chemicals that's in your hair that you didn't get off your scalp. So just remember that. So anyway, so I'm back. I got the 1 guard, and that's what we're using right here. And we just want to take our time with it, because when you're dealing with waves, they have pockets. So sometimes the pockets are deeper than other parts. So you just want to take your time and try to work your way through it as diligently as possible. Now, you see what I'm doing? I'm going over it. I'm using kind of like more of the heel of the clipper than the front part of the clipper. And that's because I don't want to dig into the waves. You don't want to dig into the waves. This is how you cut waves. Yeah, you want to cut it without digging into it, because it's going to make a lot of light spots. So right here, I got that same 1 guard, and I want to knock everything down, make sure everything is smooth. You know what I'm saying? Smooth like a baby, like a newborn baby bottom. You know what I mean? But anyway, so now this is a different way that I like to fade than I normally do. Normally I do like a ball taper, and I balled it out first and then taper up from there. But I took this 1 guard and I opened it all the way, and I went up like 3/4 on the side, or like halfway right above the ear. You know what I mean? So and I'm working my way down. I'm going from open to close. And what we're doing, we're going from a 1 to a 0 to no guard. This is the 0 guard, right? So I'm doing open to close again, and I'm really just, I'm light-handed with it right here, because I want everything to flow, everything to blend. Look at it. So the fade is already coming. Now, the advantages of using this technique, it allows you to make less mistakes, to not bring the fade up so high. Sometimes you can start a fade and you'll be taking away a guideline, and by the time you've done taking away the guideline, it'll be a high ball fade. So with this is like fail proof. You know what I mean? This is the safest way to do a haircut, especially a taper. So, and right there, you want to incorporate a little clip over comb also, because that's gonna help you customize your fade, right? Because clip over comb it gets in certain spots that the guards can't. So you always want to be able to incorporate that. And right here, you see me using my thumb to pull the skin, because I want to get close. Now, my masters are not 0 gap, so it's not gonna get it super bald, right? And on this side, we do the exact same thing that we did on the other side. I take my 1 guard, I go open to close, and I just watch. I want you to just watch what I'm doing right here. Watch how I go from open to close, and work it all the way down to no guard at all from open to close. Now back to this side. what I want you to pay attention to is this edge up, and I want to show you a little trick right here. Now the trick on here is you use a razor in order to not push the hairline back. You see, like sometimes when people have thin hair and you try to use the trimmer to go over it, sometimes it makes you push the hair back. So what you want to do is be careful and you use the razor, and it's going to help set the line for you. Reset the line. That's what you want to do, is reset the line. And that's what we just did right there. So we resetted it with the razor. Now I like to use my mirror a lot when I'm cutting and doing lineups. I'm not using it right here, so forgive me if everything is just not picture perfect how it's always supposed to be. I'm trying to do a lot of this for the camera, but anyway, and after you use that, you can come back with your trimmers. And you know, like I told you, that my masters are not zero gap, so I use my trimmers to come in and clean it up. Now this is the front of the edge up, and you know, we just starting from the middle. You see it's very thin in the front, and of course we're going to use enhancements here just to help him out, but I can show you that his lineup before the enhancements. You see this, and you just make taps straight across, start from one side, work your way to the other side. The same thing that, you know, most barbers preach, you know, that they teach you how to do it. That's the best way to, you know, find a starting point and work your way over and come back to it and go back the other way. Now you see, after I made the line with the razor, I can easily go back over it with my trimmer. So it's there, it's looking good. It's not too sharp, but it's his natural line, and we didn't compromise it. So you don't want to compromise the lineup. On the other side, we do the same thing. We take the razor, and you know, this is a better view. You take the razor and you just, you know, you make a line, you reset the line. So that's what I'm doing right here. I'm looking at it. Now sometimes it takes me a couple times just to get this side a little bit more sharper than the other side. Why, I don't know, but it happens sometimes. But we still get there, right? So I came back to the middle, and now I'm working my way over again. You see that? I'm trying to get it. It doesn't have to be super sharp, but I'm trying to, you know, make less work as possible. You know, so you see it. You see everything is coming together. We work with sides just like we did the other side. So everything is just to stay consistent, right? The exact same steps from one side to the other. I use my trimmer to, you know, clean it up and make it like a ball taper. Now here I just make sure everything is lined up right before I get ready to set them up with the hair fiber. Now I got it kind of the way that I wanted. Everything is looking good. So now I come back with my holding spray right here, and I just spray the line up first, right? Liberally, you know what I mean? Get it across, make sure it's spread. Now this gold fiber, this is the fiber that I use 99% of the time. If I ran out, then, you know, I use something different. But this fiber it's like a organic fiber. It's made out of cotton, but it looks so natural. That's the reason why I like it, and that's the reason why I use it. You can see right here, if you pick the right color and you use it on the scalp, on the hairline, that it's gonna resurrect the hairline the exact way that you want it, and it's gonna match his hair, his thicker parts of his hair on his head. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to make the hair match. You want it to be thick in all areas, right where it needs to be, especially on the lineup if you want to make it pop. Now, excuse me, I got a little cold coming on, but you see how it looks already. So after that, you want to come back and you want to hit it with the trimmer. And like I said, you approach everything the same way all the time. I started from the middle just like I did the first time before I put the enhancements on, and I worked my way over. The exact same thing. I'm not doing anything different. I just added, you know, hair fibers to it, and I'm doing the exact same thing. And as you can see, the edge up is coming out nice, crispy fried Kentucky Fried Chicken, crispy like Krispy Kreme, crispy like, you know, I don't know. You keep it going for me in the comments, but you know, we getting them crispy, like, you see that? So everything is working. So if you stay, you know, consistent with the way that you with your steps and everything, you're gonna achieve the same look all the time, and that's what you're shooting for. You're looking for, the same look, because if you can give a client the same exact look every time, they'll come back for that look, knowing that only you really can provide that look for them, and they get used to that. And that's really how you build clientele, by creating a look for them that they can be consistent with. Like, they feel good about that look. You created that look for them, and they love it. You know what I mean? So that's how I really build clientele. Give them a look that they got to come back for. Now, once you get to that part, you want to use the razor. You can use the razor, or you can not use the razor. I like to do it just to sharpen it up. You see that I'm using the razor, I'm hitting it, and I dry shave them people a lot most of the time. Even when I do my own beard, I dry shave it. Now, this side is not exactly how I want it, but I'm gonna use my razor and just a tad bit of enhancements just to make it perfect, just the way that I want it. So everything is not always 100% correct. I know a lot of times we just show you the good parts, we don't show you the bad parts, but for this one, you can see right here where it needed just a little bit more touch up, and I came back and I caught it and I touched it up. And if you ever spray too much hair fiber, you can always go back and use a wide tooth comb and comb it out to blend it in. Now, if you need these hair fibers that I use, I'm gonna leave a link in my description. You can get you can get like 20% off. I use this code all the time, every time I order. So, and they good with the shipping part. So I don't think the shipping don't cost you nothing. So, check it out in the description if you need them. And, let me know how I did on the haircut. If you like the haircut, the waves, you see it popping. You see what we did to him. You seen how he was looking before that. Got him nice. Waves in effect, you know what I'm saying? But look, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know how we do it. I had to stick my face in the camera one time. I ain't seen myself. I was trying to get a thumbnail, but I don't think it's gonna work. But anyway, that's the haircut. Oh, but before I go, look, don't forget to trim the wild hairs, because that's very important when a person has waves, you know what I mean? And hit them with the holding spray after you do everything again, just to lock those fibers in. But like I said, you want to use your trimmers just to trim the wild hairs that's sticking up, because it's going to make the haircut look that much better. But until next time, I'm out. Love, peace, and hair grease.